Hi, everyone. Um, there's information coming your way that someone's been holding back. And the reason they haven't spoken up isn't because they don't want to, it's because they're terrified of what happens when they finally do. The weight of what they're carrying is becoming unbearable, but the fear of releasing it is even heavier. They're caught between the pain of holding a secret and the terror of revealing it, and that tension is about to break. Let me describe what this looks like. You may have noticed someone in your life acting differently lately, more distant, more careful with their words, like they're editing themselves in real time, like there's something under the surface they're working hard to keep there. Some people experience this as confusing. The energy doesn't match the words. The connection feels strained even though nothing's been said. There's an elephant in the room that nobody's naming. It might feel like you're being shut out, like there's a wall that wasn't there before. Like you're sensing something's wrong, but when you ask, you're told everything's fine. But everything's not fine. And the person withholding knows it. They're just terrified of what truth will cost them. Let's pause here. This reflection invites you to consider, is there someone whose energy has shifted but their words haven't matched? Maybe they've been avoiding you, making excuses not to see you, keeping conversations surface level when they used to go deep, creating distance without explanation. You may have been making excuses for them, telling yourself they're busy, that they're going through something, that it's not about you, that you're reading too much into it. It's possible you're not reading into anything. You're picking up on exactly what's there. Someone carrying something heavy that involves you, and that weight is creating the distance you're feeling. Some people hold secrets because revealing them means facing consequences, means risking the relationship, means potentially losing someone they care about, means admitting something they're ashamed of. You may be about to hear something that changes how you see this person, something they've been hiding because they know once you know, things can't go back to how they were. It can feel like a betrayal before you even know what it is. Like the withholding itself is the problem. Like if they cared about you, they wouldn't be keeping secrets. But fear makes people do things that contradict their care. They can love you and still be too scared to be honest with you, can value the relationship and still risk it by lying or omitting. This reflection invites you to consider, how do you typically respond when someone reveals they've been withholding from you? There's something specific about what they're scared of. It's possible they're scared of your reaction. They don't know if you'll understand, if you'll forgive, if you'll stay, if you'll explode, if you'll shut down, if you'll leave. You may have a pattern of reacting strongly to things, not wrong, just intense. And they know that. They're trying to gauge whether telling you is worth the storm they're anticipating. Some people avoid hard conversations not because they don't value honesty, but because they've learned that honesty with certain people comes with consequences they can't predict or control. You may be one of those people, someone whose reactions make others hesitant to be fully transparent, not because you're abusive, just because you're unpredictable or unforgiving or prone to making things bigger than they need to be, or maybe they're scared of losing you. The truth they're holding threatens the relationship directly. It's something that, if you knew, would give you every reason to walk away. It can feel manipulative when someone withholds to protect the relationship, like they're making decisions for you, like they're taking away your right to know the full picture and choose based on truth. But desperation makes people do manipulative things. When someone's terrified of losing you, they'll sometimes choose lying by omission over risking honesty, not because it's right, because fear overrides judgment. This reflection invites you to consider what makes people scared, to be honest with you. Let me talk about what this withholding might be about. It's possible it's about their feelings. They have feelings they haven't expressed. Feelings they're scared will change everything. Feelings that make them vulnerable in ways they're not ready for. You may have sensed something romantic or deep that hasn't been named, energy that feels like more than friendship, but nobody's acknowledging it. Some people would rather maintain ambiguity than risk rejection, would rather keep you in their life in whatever capacity than lose you completely by wanting more. Or maybe it's about their behavior, something they did, a choice they made, an action they took that affects you but you don't know about yet. Maybe they betrayed trust in some way, made a decision that impacts you without consulting you, did something they promised not to do, crossed a line they said they wouldn't cross. It can feel infuriating to discover someone made choices that affect your life while keeping you in the dark. Like they stole your agency, like they decided you didn't deserve to know information you had every right to have. Or it's about their circumstances. Something in their life has changed that changes what they can offer you. A limitation, a commitment, a reality that makes what you thought you had together different than what you believed. This reflection invites you to consider if someone's been withholding something significant. Would you want to know even if the truth is painful? There's something about when this revelation might happen. It's possible they're waiting for the right moment, trying to find the perfect time and way to tell you, creating the ideal conditions for a difficult conversation. You may be waiting indefinitely if they're waiting for perfect. Perfect doesn't exist for hard conversations. There's no good time to say something someone doesn't want to hear. Some people use waiting for the right time as indefinite postponement. They're never quite ready. Circumstances are never quite right. And years pass with the secret still held. Or they're building courage, working up to it, getting closer. The confession is coming, but they're still in the preparation phase of gathering strength to actually speak. It can feel like torture being on the receiving end of someone's courage building. Like if they just said it already, you could all move forward, but they need you to keep existing in the lie while they work up to truth. But you don't have to wait passively. If you sense something's being withheld, you can ask directly. You can create the opening. You can make it easier for them by showing you can handle hard truths. Let me talk about what you need to do when truth finally arrives. It's possible your first instinct will be anger, not just about whatever they're revealing, but about the withholding itself, the time they stole from you by lying, the choices you made based on incomplete information. You may feel betrayed twice, once by the truth, once by the hiding of it, and sometimes the hiding feels worse than the actual revelation. Some people focus so much on the withholding that they can't even process the content of what was withheld. They're stuck on, you lied to me, and can't get to, here's what the lie was about. You may need to separate the two. Deal with what they did, then deal with how they handled it. Both matter. But conflating them creates confusion. It can feel overwhelming when someone finally reveals what they've been holding, like you're being given too much to process at once, like you need space, but they need immediate resolution. But you don't owe immediate resolution. You can say, I need time to process this. You can take the space you need to figure out what you feel and what you want to do with it. You remain in complete control of how you respond to whatever's revealed. You can forgive or not, stay or leave, understand or judge, take time or decide immediately. The power is yours. It always has been. You may notice reading this has brought up a specific person you suspect is withholding something. Maybe anxiety about what it might be. Maybe frustration that you're being kept in the dark. Whatever it is, honor it. Take what resonates. Softly release the rest. Trust yourself. Before we close, I want to ask you something. If you knew someone was scared to tell you something, would you make it easier for them to speak or wait for them to find courage? Drop it in the comments. And this, how do you want to be told hard truths? They're so scared to tell you this because they know it changes things. And change is terrifying when you're attached to how things are. When you've built comfort on a foundation that includes lies or omissions, they're scared of your reaction, your judgment, your departure, your pain, your anger, all the things that might happen when truth replaces fiction. But the truth is coming whether they're ready or not, whether you're ready or not. Not eventually, soon. Trust yourself with this. Trust that you can handle whatever's revealed. Trust that you deserve truth even when it's uncomfortable. Trust that being told is better than continuing to be deceived. I'll see you in the next one. And listen. Someone being scared to tell you something doesn't make the something less real. It just means you've been living in a version of reality that's about to be corrected. Stay grounded. Whatever it is, you'll handle it. Truth is coming.